Hi folks, Rick Wedell here. I'm the Chief Investment Officer at RFG Advisory in Birmingham. We thought we would come to you with a brief update on the markets and let you know what's going on out there, which is not all that much. The S&P 500 is hanging out right at around 4450. Which is close to all-time highs. We've been pretty stable over the last couple of days. And that's been driven largely just by the earnings picture. We are largely through second quarter earnings season at this point, with north of 450 companies in the S&P 500 reporting. And we've seen close to 100% earnings growth, which is absolutely phenomenal, explains the strength in the markets. And is well ahead of the sort of 60 to 65% earnings growth that we were expecting coming into the quarter. So phenomenal news on the earnings side, as we talked about in the last market update, and that's really driven stocks here over the past couple of weeks. In other news, we have the Fed recently increasingly comment that they may see some tapering of asset purchases towards the end of the year as they look to get out in front of inflation. Inflation in this context is really a positive, if you ask us, because it's indicative of economic growth. And so it's really one of those things that, it's a double-edged sword. Nobody wants to see the Fed jump in and try and slow things down. But if the reason why they're trying to slow things down is because we're growing pretty quickly in the first place, then the second order effect is largely not as important as the first order impact. Away from that, you've got the government passing an infrastructure bill, which is a positive for the markets. The markets obviously like to see that type of spending and stimulus. And it's unclear exactly how that will get paid for. We won't see that until we've gone through the budget reconciliation process, which will take a couple of weeks to a couple of months before we actually get to a final vote on any of these bills. So we might see a little turbulence coming out of that, depending on how the market reacts to various proposed corporate or wealth taxes or taxes on the wealthy. But we'll just have to see exactly what are in those proposals as we get closer to vote time. With that, as always, if you have any questions, please feel free to reach out to either to myself or to your advisor. I hope you have a fantastic day, and I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Are you enjoying this content? Please subscribe to our YouTube channel or follow us at RFG Advisory on Facebook, LinkedIn, and Twitter.